Hello, everyone. My name is Patrick Morelli, and welcome to the first Morelli Sound live stream. This is the first of many live streams we'll be doing here at World Performance Studios, and it's going to be a fun one. We're going to cover a lot of music topics, but first, let me give you a little overview of who I am, what I do, and what Morelli Sound is. I am Patrick Morelli, as I said. I've been in the music industry for about 14 or 15 years. I've been working in the studio environment. I grew up and was raised in the studio environment at a very young age. So I've been around a lot of talented people, artists, and also studio engineers, mixing and mastering guys, all of that. So that's kind of how I grew to be who I am today. Is from kind of just watching the studio environment, watching people do their thing, and so now, cut 15 years later, I got Morelli Sound up and running. My website is up and running, and Morelli Sound is a company that basically offers any music service that you can think of. We do it all from song production, composing, mixing, mastering, editing, all of that stuff. I actually have a website that I'm going to show at the end of this stream to kind of like explain a little bit more of in detail what we do. But that's pretty much that's Morelli Sound. I'll go into more of that later. However, we're going to do many streams here at the studio. I'm in, like I said, World Performance Studios. This is a music studio that's been around for I'd say about 14 or 15 years, same amount of time. It's been in 3 different locations. This is the 3rd location, and my personal favorite. We are still in the process of setting up with construction and all that stuff to get full functionality, but right now this is a great music studio to come in. We're set up for full capability of recording. We have tons of analog preamps, and we're actually working on an inventory list so that'll be up on the website soon, so that whoever's interested in coming into the studio can check that out and see what we got. But yeah, so that's the gist of it. World Performance Studios is a live audio studio, and also we have video capabilities as well. We've been running live streams straight out of the studio recently, and we've been doing that about 2 or 3 times a week, and that's called Stream Stage. That's Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 7 p.m. We've had a lot of great artists come in so far for that, so it's been really exciting, and we have pretty much the rest of November booked, and we're already getting into some of the weeks in December, booking just some artists further out. So super excited for that. Super excited for everything that's coming. And yeah, I hope you guys can tune into that too and check that out, because that's going to be really cool. All of the artists that we've had so far are super talented, and I'm looking forward to just meeting more people, hearing more styles of music, and it's just been a ride, so that's really cool. Yeah, so music basically is the overall topic. It's a very broad topic, but I wanted to kind of start from the beginning. If I'm going to have this series, I want to kind of lay the groundwork down for the future streams so that we have more of an understanding, we're on the same page when I'm talking about certain things. But for the Morelli Sound live stream, basically, I want to go into all of the steps that it takes to complete a song from beginning to end. And I think that's going to be a long process, so we're going to have a lot of episodes. But I think I can do it effectively. And throughout each episode, I'll have my computer screen up behind me, and I'll be kind of showing hands-on of what my methods are and what I do when I'm producing or mixing, editing, any of that stuff. I also wanted to go into songwriting. Another plan of mine was to actually produce some music from scratch on the stream. So we'll be doing that in some of the upcoming episodes. And yeah, I mean, basically, the primary reason for this stream is to help out the viewer, whether you're an artist, a music producer, a mixing engineer, a songwriter, anything in the music industry. The purpose of this is to kind of share my knowledge and what I've learned over the years, and just put that out there, and then also to promote Morelli Sound. Like I said, Morelli Sound, we offer beats, licensing beats. Um, I even do orchestral music. I have soundtrack music. All of that's up on the website. I'll show it later. Um, but the website itself is separated into different services that you can then go on and you can contact me through there depending on what service you want. Each page has a contact button. So basically, yeah, I'll show that again. Like I said, I'll show that at the end. But before I do that, I wanted to just talk about music in general and what it means to me, my personal journey in music, and what I plan on explaining through these streams. So basically, music. I've always been very versatile with my music taste, and I think that kind of contributes to the different areas of skill that I have today. Um, I've just been very all over the place. I love anything from jazz to heavy metal to, man, classical stuff, soundtrack music, electronic music, rap, and all the subgenres underneath. I mean, I basically just listen to everything because I just love music. And I think it's interesting the way that music has kind of evolved through the years. It's been super interesting the way they used to record on these tape tracks and everything, and it was all just very analog, hands-on. And when I say analog, I mean there was no software back then, in terms of plugins and DAWs and stuff like that, where it's just the click of a button and it edits, your audio track. You actually had a hands-on back then, stitch tape together to get a cohesive piece of music. So there's way more to it, and honestly, I'm still learning about that because I wasn't alive back then. But it was a very, very interesting look at kind of when I learned that stuff or started learning that stuff, it kind of helped me understand how we got to where we got today. And a lot of the software today that we use is shortcut technology, so to speak. It just used to take so much longer back then. However, it doesn't mean that it's easy today, to just make a song. There's still a lot involved, but I thought it was important to explain kind of a little bit of the evolution of music. Now it's all in the box. When they say in the box, they mean in the computer, digital plugins. You can buy most of your gear online now from the internet and download it straight to your computer, and it's a digital rack. And there's just so many variations. So I'll be going into some of that stuff. What I do now primarily is produce electronic music, and that's been my focus for the past 3 years. I don't only make electronic music, but that's just been something that I've been diving into, and learning because it's very, very different than what I've been doing in the past. I've been in bands, metal bands, rock bands, punk bands, all that stuff. And the writing process, no matter what genre of music you are playing, the writing process is pretty similar through all of them in terms of what it takes to come to an endpoint with a concept or an idea. And there's tons of different ways for creative process to happen. And I can't even count. There's probably every one of my friends who plays music in some form. There's probably no two people that write music the same way. So I think that's really cool too, and it's important to write music with other people to kind of see their process, and you can take something from everyone, in terms of knowledge and just by observing. That's honestly my best advice to any musician or artist out there, is to just look at the people who are doing what you want to do and ask questions, as many questions as you can. How did you get there? What did you have to do to get there? And I believe that's how I got to this point, and that's how I continue to climb, and I will continue to climb in the years to come. So that's basically it for my overview on music. I just wanted to give a short overview and why it's important to be aware of the way that music has evolved over the years. I think that it's changed so much, and there's so many people who have paved the way, and influenced everyone who's involved in creating music. So it's just really cool to see it transform and stuff like that. So the creative process, as I said, there's so many different ways. Um, I'll be going into those ways, and I plan on more than just talking about this stuff, actually showing it. This is just the first episode. I wanted to give kind of an overview on everything that I'm going to be going over. So I wanted to touch on each thing a little bit, but like I said, we're going to go very, very much in detail with everything else. So stay tuned for that. It's coming. I'm going to switch to the website now. I'll show you guys the website. Let's see here. So this is morellisound.com. You just type morellisound.com in the URL bar. It'll take you here. You hit enter. And this is the front page. I try to make it as simple as possible. On the left side, you have the services that we offer. And then on the right, just some music to show some samples of what we're capable of here. And then at the very bottom, you got this big contact button. You can't miss it. So I'll go into each service a little bit. Audio production. Morelli Sound offers full audio production on tracks, any tracks. We can start a track from scratch and basically produce an instrumental track. If a vocalist would like an instrumental track, I can produce all sorts of styles of tracks. So if anyone has an inquiry or would like a song produced or has a song that they've started and would like more production on it or direction, you can go on each of the services pages. At the bottom, there's a contact us form. You can fill this out. It'll go straight to my email, and I'll try to get back to you within the next 48 hours. But as I said, that's one big thing Morelli Sound does, and if anybody has any inquiries at all about a song being produced from scratch or a song that's already out on our catalog, feel free to contact me. And that's another thing I was going to show you guys. If you go to music catalog here, this is going to be updated pretty regularly. But these are just some of the tracks that I have up. I have lo-fi at the bottom here, so a bunch of lo-fi hip-hop instrumental beats. I actually just sold one today. So the list is constantly changing and being updated and stuff like that. So keep checking here. If you're interested in any of these beats, contact me. Feel free at the bottom, or you can just go to the homepage. So yeah, so that's basically lo-fi beats there. I have my orchestration stuff here, soundtrack music. That's one big thing here at Morelli Sound. We love basically soundtrack music. Scoring is something that it's been a dream of mine to be a part of scoring something big musically. So this is kind of that. This is I can play some samples of those songs too. So let me actually do that here. Here's a lo-fi song, just to give you an idea of the product. So this is something that we can go into as well. I do plan on doing a couple episodes dedicated to just lo-fi beats because they're so much fun to make. So this is just one of the lo-fi beats I have up here. So that's just a little sample of that one. And like I said, any of these lo-fi beats that you see on this music catalog page, feel free to contact me. Nobody owns the rights to them yet, so basically, well, besides me. But I haven't leased these beats out. There's one beat here actually that I did lease out. Other than that, they're all available still. So keep an eye out for that. I think that's going to be something that's going to be updated regularly, like I said. So, and then also I have some orchestration. I'll play some orchestration. So yeah, that's just one of the orchestrated tracks I have. That's just a passion of mine. I'm gonna be updating that pretty regularly. It's just a matter of having the time. So I mean, yeah, just keep checking back on these music catalog pages. As I said, there's gonna be a lot up there. So back to the homepage. Mixing and mastering is another service. Any track that you have produced already, or something that's been, maybe it's an old track that you still have the session for from a while back, and you want to improve the sound, all that stuff. You can send me stems, and then I can mix your audio and also master it. So we offer those services as well. And then again, the contact page at the bottom. Live events. Currently, I'm DJing, and I've done a ton of different types of events. I've done a couple weddings. We've played nightclubs. I have another partner that I that I do like a DJ duo thing with. And then my other project, Jetica, is actually a trio, and that's more of like a dubstep, I guess club beats, like more on the grungy side. But yeah, I mean, I've DJed all types of events. I've done it to where I've played strictly electronic music, and then I've had some events where I've played Frank Sinatra, just classic jazz. So I mean, it's definitely a range of different music, and I can fit pretty much any event that you have. My playlists like I said, I just have such a versatile taste in music, so I have playlists of just all sorts of stuff. So live events is another thing that we do. However, it's because of COVID, I haven't been doing too much live music. The main focus right now has been the live streams that we've been doing a couple times a week, like I mentioned earlier, which I'll show you now. I'm going to go to the studio tab here, and I can show some pictures of the studio. Oh, there they go. Okay. So this is just some pictures of the equipment that we have, and this will be updated as well. But this is just some, since you can't see behind me here, some studio pictures. So if I click here, it'll take you to worldperformanceentertainment.com or worldperformancestudios.com. Either one will take you to this page. And this is the website for our studio. Like I said, we've been doing StreamStage, which is a live stream, about 2 or 3 times a week. And if you go over to StreamStage events, top tab, you'll see our calendar of all future booked artists. Tomorrow night, we have Thanicha. She's coming in, and she's a solo artist, I believe. She's going to be playing guitar and singing. She's very talented, great voice. We had Bob Hope on Monday. He was great. So stay tuned. Come back to this website and check events if you need more information or updates on when the next shows are. As you can see, we have quite a bit booked here for the next month. So still have some open dates too. So if anybody's interested also in playing StreamStage, you can contact me on my website, or you can contact us here on World Performance, and we'll get back to you. We'll be happy to have you. If you click this tab, you can see our past episodes. So you can see Bob Hope, Nick Sabia we had. He's one of my friends from California. Kyle, one of Matt's friends, the other guy who works here. So, I mean, we basically, we got all the episodes up, and there's more to come. So keep checking back here to see other episodes that will be posted. But pretty much that's everything I wanted to give in this overview. Join us next time. I plan on definitely diving in pretty hard to some of the production right away. And I think the next thing we're going to do is just start talking about some of the DAWs and the basic uses for the DAWs, the differences between them, so on and so forth. Excuse me. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.